88 poles. With 2 championships to his name, Alain Menu joins us here at Knockhill for a little bit of a chat before the Super Touring weekend, which is coming up this weekend. It's great to have you here, but first of all, can you tell us, why do you think Super Touring was so great in its heyday?
Well, I think it's down to quite a few reasons, but maybe one of the main ones is that the races were live on BBC, and okay, for sure the races were very good. The racing was very good. We had like up to 10 different manufacturers at the time. Pretty much 80 or 90% of the field were like professional drivers from like all over Europe, even the world, because we had like Radicic, who's from New Zealand. But yeah, I think races live on TV, yeah, we were like household names at the time, and I think that's the reason. And then unfortunately, I mean, it got too expensive, so the manufacturers who were not winning then started to pull out, and yeah, over a few years, unfortunately, at the end of the 90s, the championship was coming to an end.
Well, I've got to confess, along with John Cleland, you were my other favourite driver in Super Touring era, so I'm sorry about that. I'll try not to get too starstruck here. But the cars that you drove, you had championships in two different manufacturers, one with Renault and one with Ford. What were the cars like?
They were fantastic to drive. You know, I mean, even to these days, if someone asked me, you know, if you could go back in time, you know, where would you go back to? And I always said, you know, like the Williams Renault years, 97, 96, 97, when I won the championship. The cars were just like fantastic to drive, and they were quite difficult to drive, you know, to get the last 2 or 3 tenths, where they were tough, because you had really to be on the limit, and they were quite twitchy. The cars nowadays are easier to drive. But yeah, so the 97, like the Laguna, was a fantastic car, and the team, you know, everybody at Williams Renault, they were like top people, you know, everywhere, like from like the very top, you know, like the boss, obviously, Frank Williams, Patrick Head, the engineers, my teammates, you know, I had good teammates at the time. Having said that, I had very good teammates at the Ford as well. Yeah, no, it was fantastic.
Yeah, 97, that would be Will Hoy was your teammate that year. Great. No, Jason Plato, okay.
Jason Plato, that was the first year of...
the first year of the Plato and touring cars, yeah.
Plato, exactly. Yeah, a long time ago, eh?
How did that relationship go? Because Jason is still in touring cars now with the BMR, Silverline BMR Subaru team. How did the relationship go with Jason in the early days?
To be honest, at the time, it was not great, because Plato was... he was a bit cocky and, you know, a bit like in your face, and not really my type of guy. But having said that, that was the first year. Then I think he calmed down a little bit, and 98, you know, which was our second year together before I moved to Ford. I think the relationship then was okay, and now it's great. You know, he's a good guy. I mean, he's still who he is. Yeah, he's still like Jason Plato, and he likes to remind people that who he is. Kind of. Hi, Jason. But really, he's a good guy, and the whole family. You know, his mom and dad. They are nice people.
With Alain Menu, and dead ahead of us is Paul Radicic. Menu is pitted. He's effectively the race leader, if you like. Radicic has not pitted, but he's blocking, he's defending. Look at that, he's holding the inside line. Menu's looking for a way around. Menu would actually try to put a lap on Radicic, but the reason Radicic defends is he wants to hang out there, and he wants that point. Menu will be spitting blood trying to get past Radicic, and Radicic holds the line. And look at the squirt of that Peugeot. They reckon it's now on power. You're kidding.
Well, we heard the radio message to the Peugeot for Radicic. Stay out, get that 1 point. But Charlie, you're right. For a team and a car that's meant to be down on par against the best, and Renault is one of the best, it looks pretty quick to me.
The boys in the Peugeot team will be absolutely going back to the computers now. Hang on a minute, he shouldn't be holding him up. Meantime, Jason Plato has just slithered down the inside of Matt Neal. The blisteringly fast independent in the Nissan. Good drive from him. Now we join the pit lane.
1 lap leader John Cleland comes into the pit lane, must get the car completely square. Vital for the crew on the left-hand side of the car to get those air guns straight on the nut. Wheels off, wheels on, nuts and back up, jacks down. 7, 8, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Well, not quite 11, 10.92. Vauxhall back in the race.
Fondest memories of Knockhill racing circuit?
It was 92, which was my first year in the BTCC. And when I saw Knockhill, just as you as you arrive and you have a glimpse of you can catch a glimpse of the track, and I thought, that's a go-kart track. You know, it looks so tiny. And I didn't think it would be enjoyable, but I was completely wrong. It's although it's a short track, because it's like up and down, and like you say, you know, you've got to go like over the curbs, and like the chicane is like blind, so you go blind into it. It's a good little track. It's very nice, and I won, I don't know how many races here, but I won quite a few. But what springs in mind was '95, the first year with Williams Renault. We were very quick here, and I was leading a race, and then the gear lever, like for some reason, came undone, and I had to come in. I think I won the next race, so I can't really remember. But no, I've got loads of like good memories of Knockhill.
We're now going to do some one-word answers with Alain Menu, so this should be quite interesting. What's your thought on the current Touring Car Championship?
Very good.
Who was your favourite driver to race with?
David Leslie.
Who was your greatest rival?
John Cleland.
What about your best win?
That's a hard one, because I've had so many. I don't know.
Who was your all-time hero?
Niki Lauda.
Your favourite racetrack?
Macau.
And this is not a one-word answer. On this one, something a little bit different. One thing that people don't know about you.
That I'm not as arrogant as people think I am. And that can be a bit loopy in the head.
And red wine?
And I like a glass of red wine from time to time, but it's only since moving to Scotland. I've got to keep up with you guys.
Alain, thank you very much.